Welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. I am Gil Irizarry. That is my main man, Larry Loper, and we are coming to you live on this January 20th, 2026 in northern Delaware. I hope you all are having a good, safe travels. It's been snowing and icy here in the Northeast and stuff like that, and it's only going to get colder. So bundle up, bust out those hoodies, the sweatshirts, the blanket, the comforter, and get yourself all warmed up in front of the television set because we got a couple of bangers happening this weekend. But let's rewind and talk about the recap of the divisional games. Let's start first with the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. I'm going to be honest, Larry. It wasn't the best game for Josh Allen, but I thought he got screwed late in that game. Because to me,
Good.
you catch it, elbow down, knee down, and as you're rolling over, the defender rips it out of your hand. To me, you are down by contact. That's a catch. I saw a lot of angles on that. I did not see the ball moving. To me, it's a catch. That play should have stood, and they were in field goal range if they hadn't gone any further to take the lead. But they ruled it an interception. Two guys rolling around on the ground looked like jiu-jitsu. And it looked like it might have cost Sean McDermott his job, actually. What'd you think of the play? What'd you think of the game? And what do you think about the Patriots? We're just going to talk about the Patriots right now being in the conference championship.
All right, man. It's a lot to chew on. So, first, the Bills. This probably had to be one of the hardest of all the games Josh Allen has lost, and the methods and ways he has lost in the playoffs. I think this one got to go down for him as one of the hardest ones to stomach. Like, I felt it. Them tears is real, bro. Those real, because when you lose like that, the way they lost as a quarterback, team leader, you took this team on your back. You made it happen, and to lose like that. And he probably questioned the throw. He probably questioned the aggressiveness. That's the question you go back in your mind. Do we have to go for it all on that play? And it came down. Yes, he was down my contact. I don't care what you tell me. Once again, home field advantage rules. They got jerked last year in KC. We know what the hell happened last year with KC. It's like every year, man, it comes down to that one play and they get jerked, right? But I feel like it was a sloppy game. It was a lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties, and I think that's what haunts you even more. Just say that even though we played kind of our worst game in their house, and we still took it to overtime, and it came down to a questionable play, and then our defense gave up two back-to-back pass interferences. It just killed them. It killed them. I had a question. I mean, my man didn't turn around, but come on, man. You serious? Come on, Gil. You serious? Was that a blatant pass interference?
So I wouldn't say it's blatant, but you did see on the replay that there was contact and a little bit of a grab on both plays. I would have let at least the second one go. Yeah. The first one, I mean, you know what they say. If it's a penalty in the first quarter, it's a penalty in the fourth or overtime. I would have rather seen them let that play out, but I'm looking through with biased eyes because I really wanted Buffalo to win. I really did. Even that pass play to Cooks, I'm looking through it with biased eyes. If I'm rooting for Denver, maybe I'm saying that's a good call. That's a good call. Yeah. I heard a former head of officiating on the radio today. What's this guy? He's always on Fox. He's the guy on Fox. He's the first one that they wind up taking that used to be an official, and they have him as like a rules analyst.
Yeah,
I
man,
can't remember his name,
I
but
know you're talking about.
he's the one on Fox, and even he said that was not a catch. He said I was not, and he was actually arguing with the two hosts that I listened to, Jim Miller, former quarterback in the NFL, and
Mhm.
Pat Kerwin, former executive in the NFL. They both said it was a catch. The rules expert said no, it wasn't. It wasn't. He did not establish that he had caught it, got down. He did not complete the process of the catch. While he's rolling over, as they roll over, the defender ripped the ball out of his hand, and he felt that he did not establish that he had possession
Okay,
before he hit the ground.
I
So,
I can argue with that one. Yeah,
Mike
Pereira.
Pereira,
Yeah, Mike
that's
Pereira.
who it
Yep.
was.
I can argue with that stance
I
because it
mean,
looked like a
I
50-50
guess,
ball
but
when they went up. When they went up for it, one, it was a hell of a play by the defender. But I think when they went up for it, they came down, being that they both, I don't know, man, because he was down, elbow down, ball in the tucker.
what do they say? They say if it's a 50-50 ball, it goes to the offensive guy.
Was and that was a
To
50
me,
50 ball.
he's down. He grabbed it,
That's
elbow,
a fact.
knee. The other dude rips it out of his
Yeah, you're
hand.
right, man. Yeah, I can't even co-sign. I can't co-sign it because he was clearly down on his back and he ripped it out. Like,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, that's down by contact. Any sport is down by contact, bro. It's like, no, no,
If
no.
the play went the other way, and they said, completed pass, how much are people going to be complaining? To me, a lot of people are complaining because it looked like completed pass and they called it interception. But if they would have ruled it completed pass down by contact, it would have been the end of it, right? No one would have been like,
Yeah.
oh no, Denver got screwed. They got screwed. Not really, right? You might have heard a little bit, but it wouldn't be like how it's been the last 2.5 days. No, no. I mean, I thought it was catch down by contact.
And
That's not how the referee saw it. They certainly didn't take a lot of time reviewing it. Tell you that for a turnover, they're supposed to really review that, but they were pretty quick, and that's why Sean McDermott during the post game press conference was like, "I'm sticking up for Buffalo. That was awfully fast. That was awfully fast." And then you find out the next morning he got axed.
so, what
So
do
do
you
you,
think about the firing of Mike McDermott? What are you
so
thinking
it's
about that one?
so it's funny. To me, if you fire him, you're supposed to let go of the GM because
Right.
all you've been hearing was they were a little light on the talent this
Word.
year. The GM refused to give up a first rounder to get Waddle from Miami.
Yeah,
They
like,
could have
come on, we
used
talked
Waddle.
about it. We talked about him. We talked
So
about it.
so what happens? McDermott gets fired and the GM gets elevated to
Yes,
president
the
now.
president
He
now.
got elevated. So clearly I was never a big time Sean McDermott fan for in
Right.
game. Yeah, we saw a few years ago him being a bystander
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they should
yeah.
have won.
That's a fact.
Okay. And they just normally kicked off. He kind of went into fan mode and watched the game instead of still coaching. But I don't think this was the year to let him go. And like I said, if you did let him go, I think the GM should have gone with them, not elevate. You
Yeah,
know, so I
I
don't
wasn't supporting
really
the firing.
agree with the firing, but now it
Yeah,
becomes, one of those higher sought after jobs because of Allen
yeah.
and Cook, right?
Man, but yeah, who comes in? I mean,
You got a running back, you got a top flight running back, you got a top flight quarterback.
you got the pieces. The
You got
question
a
is,
lot. You don't need a whole lot. A little bit on defense and a number one receiver.
who would you like to go to Buffalo right now? You're thinking of the talent, the pool out there. That because I don't. The coaches out there right now, I don't see
They
unless
need
you
they
got like.
need a little more help in the secondary. Um, they need a number one wide receiver. It's not Keon Coleman.
No, it's not Keon Coleman at all. He's not mature.
No,
He hasn't matured enough
no, he
to be in
hasn't, and
that
he
role.
doesn't really have the speed. So
Yeah.
they kind of tried to convert him into more of like a red zone kind of guy, but he, like you said, he doesn't have the maturity.
Yeah.
He's got physical tools, but he's not putting it together. And
Yeah.
he's too much, these guys that they say are jokesters and got great
Yeah.
personalities, sometimes you got to take some stuff seriously, man. I don't want when we're down or you make a bad play smiling. I don't want that. I don't like that. That's what I didn't like about what's his name from the Orlando Magic when he played there.
Dwight Howard.
Um, Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
At times, man, you gotta be serious. That's why Kobe hated him. He didn't
Yeah.
take
That's a
it. He
fact.
didn't take it serious.
That's a
Take
fact.
it serious.
What you say?
Don't
You
be
got the
always
time.
laughing and keying it up,
Yeah.
especially when a penalty's on you or the play was on you and you didn't do the right thing. Come on, you gotta be mature, man. This is big boy ball.
And you
This is
playing with
big
one of the
boy
best
ball.
quarter. And you playing one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah,
best
and
better
you're
quarterbacks
wasting
of all time.
him. There
That
was no
part.
Mahomes this year. There was
No.
no Lamar this year.
No.
There was no Burrow this year. It was
No.
there for you.
It
You
was,
you,
man.
you lost to Bo Nix.
You lost a Bo Nix, but to his credit, he balled out. Fourth quarter, he made plays. You know what I mean? The running back made plays. It was a team effort. It wasn't just Bo Nix. It
Mhm.
wasn't just Bo Nix beat him. For him to be able to go in there and put up 30 plus on the freaking that defense, man, tells you a lot about what 4 turnovers, mind you, gang of penalties, mind you, and they still had a chance to win the game. Once again, I guess the person going to get axed is going to be McDermott because of the fact of just making it, even though he's not on the field making the plays, he's not on the field executing, he's not on the field. It wasn't bad play calling, it was just turnovers, penalties, undisciplined football. When you're aggressive, that comes with being aggressive. You know what I mean? It was one of them games where, and I feel for Josh Allen, man, because I felt when they lost, I felt for him, man, because I was like, man, this was the year. This was the year set up for you. You went in Jacksonville, knocked off a hot team, went in Denver, had momentum, and the whole time thinking like, man, did you have to be that aggressive? Could we just chipper, get in field goal range, kick your field goal? Especially when y'all stop them on defense, get in field goal range. I'm getting trying to get a field goal. It's game win, right? Kick the field goal and win the game, right? My kicker got a leg. Oh man. So now you bring new guy in, and I'm trying to figure what coach could go in there and complete what McDermott, because you got to figure when McDermott got there, man, they were trash.
What do you think about McDermott to Baltimore? Get that defense right. They've already got the quarterback. They've already got the running back.
It's about Lamar, man. Can he work with Lamar? Like that's the question mark, man.
To me, McDermott
It's like having
deserved.
all,
I
bro.
could see McDermott going to either Baltimore or Pittsburgh, but
I can see the Pittsburgh. I can see Pittsburgh.
I say Baltimore because they got the quarterback. That's always more appealing when you got the established quarterback.
Yeah, but he couldn't get done with Josh Allen.
He didn't get it done. You're right.
And who you gonna pick on a quarterback level? If I'm even though they both 2 MVPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in your opinion, who's a better quarterback?
Josh.
Exactly. So if you could get it done with the better quarterback, who is the traditional quarterback, no, he's a better quarterback. I don't care. You can hate me all you want, or the commenters and say you crazy, Lamar Jackson. Man, no. Josh Allen is better than Lamar Jackson.
Josh Allen plays.
He is.
Lamar gets hurt almost every year.
Yes, he does.
And misses time.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Mean,
and what you want to say?
Availability. Best ability, availability. Josh don't miss nothing.
What you want to say? He scrambles. He make plays. He scores touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing Lamar do. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say I can't even say athletic because that's not true. He is athletic. You know what I mean? He's athletic. So if I'm comparing the two, bro, Josh Allen's better than Lamar Jackson. That's like saying.
But Josh Allen's better than everybody except Pat Mahomes.
You're right about that.
A healthy Pat Mahomes. So he's gonna take a downgrade no matter where he goes.
Yes, yes. But if you go, I agree. If you go to Baltimore, that's more appealing than going to Pittsburgh because I don't even have a quarterback to build around, and that's going to be a struggle bus
Mhm.
trying to get a quarterback. You
They're
know what
gonna
I mean?
have to
It's
do what they've been doing. They're gonna have to get a free agent or trade for somebody.
too bad.
This is not the year for the quarterback.
It's not. It's not. Because Mendoza is going to.
He's going
Uh,
to the Raiders. He basically put out a message on social media yesterday, basically saying, "Make sure my jersey is dry cleaned and pressed when I get there."
pretty much.
So pretty much.
Pretty much.
So
We
yeah,
already know where he's going. Now do the now who got the second?
Jets.
Who are they going to get? Chambliss? You going to get Chambliss?
I don't know yet. It is too early in the process. We've got a lot of analyzing and talking when it comes to the draft.
You ain't lying about
It's
that.
not to the end of April. You know, we do a top 10
Yeah.
draft and then a month later we do the whole first round.
Yeah,
So
you're right. So
so
we got
you know
time.
we got time and we'll put in the time because I love the process.
We got time.
I do. All right, so let's go to
The Patriots.
you want to do Patriots? Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want. I
Uh
definitely want to get at that piece.
Patriots and Houston, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, you and I were texting each other. I didn't think I would be saying this, but I'm saying it. It looks like right now the weak link on the Houston Texans is the quarterback play.
It is. It is.
I mean,
And
he was awful. And they were
two,
still in it for,
you were.
80% of the game. The defense did their job.
They
They
did their
forced
job.
turnovers.
They did their job.
They did their job, but I mean, I don't, dude, sometimes Stroud was acting like a rookie that was taken in the, fifth round
Yeah.
versus a guy that was taken number 2 overall. The thing was, I heard Troy Aikman say this. It looks like he hasn't progressed. So now people are catching up to him.
Yeah.
He had such a great rookie year.
Yeah.
But now everyone's seeing film and it's like, oh, we could get to him doing this, we could get to him doing that. And he has not adjusted.
And I know
Not.
that he didn't have the weapons per se because he was
Mhm.
down Nico.
He was down Nico.
He lost Schultz early to
Yep.
the
Lost
ankle.
Schultz to tight end. And
Uh,
even the rookie running back was in and
yeah.
out.
Yeah. So he had some missing pieces, but
Throw the ball away then.
yeah, the 4 turnovers were costly, bro. Like that's just when your defense is playing lights out the way they were, and you put that much pressure on them, man. Uh, you were the Achilles heel, man, of that strong. We said it. We said, man, if the offense could play as well as the defense, it's going to be hard to beat them. That defense been carrying them all year. And for you, because we were saying, like, man, he can't have another game like that in Pittsburgh. So, yeah, I'm going to pick the Texans because I believe they'll cover the spread. And with that defense, CJ Stroud, I'm going out there having a better game. New England, I don't see them beating them. Well, they didn't go that way.
No, they didn't go that way.
They didn't go that way at all. It hurts when your franchise quarterback literally costs you the game. As a defense, I'm peed off. Um, you know, offensively, we never got a good rhythm because my quarterback was just throwing some crazy balls out there. I don't know what he was looking at. It was just bad. It was terrible. It was a terrible game, man. And I just didn't imagine him having 2 bad games back to back. And I know it's going to be a harder task on New England because, to their credit, their defense, man, they are a balanced team playing. They're balanced. And it's crazy that Drake May is going to a Super Bowl in his second year. What's up with this new? I call it before we even get to the picks because I don't see. Yeah, You could look in my man's eyes. You looked in Sean Payton's eyes, and you know the look of.
Mm-hmm.
I got some good news. I got some bad news, man.
Yeah, that's how it was.
I, we played hell of a game. We was on the cusp of the Super Bowl. I lost my quarterback.
On the next to last play of the game, that last play he was on the field, he broke his ankle.
He's a
Once.
warrior. We're
Yeah.
gonna be praying for him. He'll be back next year. But ain't no win. Heck, Sam Ham Houston, you're gonna tell me that you're going to war to the Super Bowl with Stidham, Jarrett Stidham, as your quarterback. Unless they got a Philly special somewhere tucked somewhere. They got a Nick Foles somewhere. They got a Doug Williams. They got a
all these coaches that coached him love him. They love him. They love them in New England. They love them with the Raiders. They love him
I
in
heard
Denver. But
Yeah.
he's but when he gets his turn, it's like let's get rid of him.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of him.
What's my man Hot Stetler? Is he gonna be a Hot Stetler? Is he gonna get in there and shock the world like Muhammad Ali? He's gonna shock the world and take down this juggernaut of a New England Patriot. I think not. The defense is good. The defense is real good.
Defense is good, and I would say all Stidham has to do is run the offense and don't make a mistake. Don't turn it over. Do a Trent Dilfer.
Hey,
play the field position, play the defense.
There you go.
And only do the plays that are there. Don't reach for nothing.
Don't be a hero.
Tell yourself I'm going to score 10 points.
That's
one touchdown, one field goal. I'm going to rely on my defense. We're at home.
My defense ride me to that defense is good. It's real good defense.
And it's not like Drake May is playing great.
Right. Exactly.
He's been okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he's been. And he's going against another good defense.
Yes.
This one will be on the road. I could talk myself into this.
I could
talk myself into it.
Yeah. I mean, you got a good coach. You got a real good coach over there. He'll dial up some stuff. Once again, you can't play hero ball. You can't get big eyes out there. And you can't be looking at ghosts on that field.
No.
With that defense, I believe that defense can bring enough pressure, enough looks. This guy some looks. It's going to be a lot on the defense. If this is a message I'm saying to my defense, away from my offense. If I'm sitting in that defensive room, I'm like, look, man, we know what we got to do. We got Jarrett Stidham as our quarterback right now. All right.
We're not going to turn the ball over like CJ Stroud did. No. But you guys are going to have to carry most of the weight.
You know
we're going to give you a long field. Okay, we're not going to turn the ball over, but you're going to have to bring us home.
You're going to bring us home. Look,
we're going to get you 10 points. And the rest is going to be on you guys.
You just went against Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
But to Drake May, and I ain't putting him in the same category Josh Allen, but he did lead the league in completion percentage. He's very accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put some heat on him, though.
He also gets sacked a lot.
He does. Got a good coach, man. Vrabel's a good coach. New England does play good.
These are two teams that we both said we're going to make a big improvement this year.
And
Denver, you already saw them last year make the playoffs.
Yeah.
New England, we said with that schedule and that coach, they're going to get double-figure wins.
Yeah.
They wind up winning the division.
Yeah.
And here they are in the conference championship game. Yeah. So, we said they'd be good.
We said they'd be good, brother.
Now, I thought if Bo Nix was healthy, this would be the end of the line. I'll tell you during our picks what I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
But I'll just say it's a great opportunity for New England.
A great
opportunity.
Mr. Crab.
You couldn't have been handed a bigger gift.
Mr. Kraft. Here you go again. Mr. Kraft.
Mm. All
Coolest
right,
guy on the planet. Let's go.
let's keep going. So we had the Seahawks and the 49ers. Seahawks, they opened up a can.
Oh man, that was a whooping. That was what you call a class A whooping. That was what you supposed to do when you got a injured, hobbled zebra on the plane with his hoof missing, and you got a pack of hyenas out there, and they can just sense this hobbled away from the pack zebra. He's by himself. He ain't with the pack, and y'all, it's dinner. That was a whooping of the highest degree. They beat them so bad, man. I think by halftime they said this game was over, bro. Like,
did McCaffrey only have like 35 yards?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. They beat them bad. Defense snapped. Run game was going crazy. It was the
that
bully.
Seattle defense is no joke.
They're a problem, brother. They're a problem. They're serious. Put respect on their name. Give them their flowers. All year these balls been balling. All year they've been balling, man. Like for real. And they came out of a hard conference. So they're for real. I'm gonna put some respect on their name. The only question mark we had coming to this season, brother, was Sam Darnold able to go in there and do what he did in Minnesota prior to him getting spanked in that divisional round against the Rams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he proved us that he can definitely be a franchise quarterback. That's his team. That's their identity. They have a defense. They have balance. They have all the above. But once again, they went against a very hobbled, destroyed, not fully staffed. Come on, bro. We ain't as great as a coach as Shanahan is. He and the good as Brock Purdy is, he had no weapons. You're decimated. Defensively, decimated. Offensively, you have one weapon, which was McCaffrey. Going
against a great defense.
Come on, at home. Yeah, so that wasn't really a game I was surprised about at all. At all.
No real drama in that game. And Sam Darnold, he just did what he had to do. He didn't do anything special. That defense took over the game right from Jump Street.
Yeah.
So he did what Stidham needs to do. Just
Pretty
run
much.
the offense. Don't over exhilarate yourself, and you'll get points. And the defense will take care of business. That's what Denver needs to do. That's what Seattle did do. Now Seattle's not going to have Charbonnet.
I know.
So he's out.
I'm gonna get to my opinion, brother. We're gonna get to my opinion on picks and prediction. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. That's a tease, but we'll get there. And let's end with the other game. It was the last game of the weekend. It was the Rams, who we picked to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. Sam Darnold, who looks like he might be the MVP of the league.
Sam Darnold is?
Not Sam Darnold, excuse me.
I mean, he could be, but Stafford.
Stafford.
Yeah. Stafford. All I heard was the brutal Chicago cold, which it was.
Matt Stafford. And he wasn't great. He had moments, but he wasn't great. He had a few three and outs.
Yeah.
Bears came to play. Bears overachieved. Bears almost stole that game, but the better team won.
Yeah.
The better team was the Rams, but the Bears almost stole it. And for me, people were like, oh my gosh, are you so disappointed? Not really. Not really. They went from last to first. In my opinion, the toughest division in the league. Some people see the NFC West. Like I said, there's no Arizona in my division. And they won not only a playoff game, but they won the playoff game that I needed to win. And I was against the Packers in dramatic fashion. So it was okay to lose this game. You lost to the better team that you almost stole. And Caleb Williams made another unbelievable highlight play. Unbelievable. Running backwards, 3 guys coming after him, thrown in a corner. Commit.
Real deal, man.
Touchdown.
Y'all got one, man.
Unreal.
Y'all got
Unreal.
one.
Back-to-back weeks. I didn't think he could outdo what he did to Rome Odunze, but this one actually was further, and it was a touchdown. And it was 4th down. Gotta have it. I think that's the problem with Caleb in the first 3 quarters and even with overtime. He's too relaxed. He's not amped up like, this is a drive, I gotta have it, and I gotta be kind of quick about it. You know, he had all the time, and the Rams got the ball first and only got 1 first down and punted. Bears had the ball, had the clock, didn't have to rush, so they're just taking their time running the offense. What happens? Turnover.
They was moving that ball, man. He was moving that
They were
ball.
moving it, and maybe it was DJ Moore's fault, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But I just felt like when he's very relaxed and it's not a gotta have it, they won't go for it on 4th down. It's just not the same. And then when they do go for it, they actually should have kicked the field goal. If that pass play would have worked out instead of an interception, they're in field goal range. They wouldn't need anything else. So, listen, man, I got a head coach, I got a quarterback, and I got a GM that plays nice. Oh, you kind of want this? All right, let me see what I can do. You kind of want that? Let me see what I can do. When you got a GM and a head coach that are
locked in, yes, sir. It's only good days for you in Chicago, my brother.
It feels great. Now, each season is its own season. You don't know about injuries next year and stuff like that. But the Bears got a good backup quarterback in Tyson Bagent.
They do. They do.
If something happens to Caleb, I hope nothing does. But if something happens, we got a guy that can run the offense. We get a few pieces and a few re-signings on defense. I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. But congratulations to the Rams. They won. They're the California team that played in the frigid cold.
Sure.
They won. They got the victory. And now they get to play at Seattle, their 3rd road game in these playoffs, and the team that they've played twice already.
Yeah, it's a division game.
It's a division game. It's the rubber match.
They know each other.
Rams won the first time. Seattle, in an unbelievable game, won the second time. So let's do it again.
Let's go again.
Let's do it again. And I believe, in my opinion, the winner of that game wins the Super Bowl.
I do too, my brother.
I think they're the 2 best teams. They're in the NFC. The winner beats either New England or Denver. Maybe if Bo Nix had played, but he's not. But he's not. So let's move on from that. Now, apologies going your way, as yesterday was the college football championship.
Yeah.
And it looked like Miami was in it. They were putting up they were hanging in there in the first half and punching their way through a little bit in the second half. They really had an opportunity there. But ultimately, that Mendoza guy.
That guy.
He goes on a run. What can you say? He could have got popped twice. Instead, he gets a touchdown. Listen, Miami's defense, they came to play.
They did, man.
They played well, but ultimately, Indiana was not going to be denied. Indiana's defense played well. Special teams played well with the blocked punt. But when you had to have it, the guy.
He was a guy.
The guy.
He's a guy.
Made the play, and that run is going to be one of those that they are going to always show for championship games. Who's going to be the one to make the big play, and unreal.
Yeah, much respect.
Unreal.
Much respect. He's in categories of the Matt Leinarts, the what's my man?
Vince Young.
Vince Young. He's in them categories, man. Uh, that man is the real deal. Indiana has been the real deal all year. And it's good to see some fresh faces step up, and then you're coming out one of a strong conference has been dominated by Ohio State, Michigan, at times Penn State. And now look at you, a basketball school now has won of a national football championship. Wow, kudos to that coach, his staff, his players, culture that he's building. And man, I'm looking forward to seeing the end. Might want to take some water, brother.
Well, that's the problem. I drank a little lemonade and it went down a little wrong.
Yeah,
little wrong. Apologies about that. But yeah, you're correct. That's the Big Ten winning it for a third straight year.
Yeah.
Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana. But Indiana, what they were 2 years ago to what they are now, they went undefeated. This is only the second team to go 16-0. Only the second. And the other team was in the 1800s. I think it was Yale. It was one of those like Ivy League schools. Unreal. So I gotta ask you the question. What, off the top of your head, are the top 5 short-term coaching turnaround performances?
Off top of my brain.
If you can't come up with 5, give me what you got. Because I got 5.
I got well, I got your boys 1. For you to take that team and you were one step away. I didn't see y'all coming on this fast. You know what I mean? So for Ben Johnson to have a year he had, Jim Harbaugh, San Francisco 49ers, who got there. He went to the Super Bowl second year.
Yes, he did.
So that's one of them. Steve Kerr, Golden State, when he got there, I think
I know the team is Mark Jackson. They were in the playoffs.
But he didn't get to the chip.
No, he didn't.
Steve Kerr got to the chip within 2 years. I'm just saying. So he comes in and win, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't say who built the staff before. Now are you talking? The question was who came in and winning. Now we talking about built.
This is your list. It's your list. So
you saying we built it himself? I got Sean McVay. He did it out there in LA. He built something special out there. These are the coaches I got. Sean McVay. What he has built in a short period of time and been able to sustain that. Trying to think who else that had a team. I ain't gonna say him because let me see. Nah, he already built it in that case. And what else? I like what Mike Vrabel's doing in New England to be able to turn that around that fast. Real fast.
They only won 4 games last year.
Sure. So he's definitely in there. Let me see. That's all I could think about, right? Oh, I got one more for you. D'Amico Ryans. I like what he did in Houston. They were trash, bad. You feel me? They weren't predicted to win at all when he got there. And look what he did. And he came in and in 1 year he had flipped it, the narrative.
Yes.
So
and he's made the playoffs 3 straight years and has won a playoff game in each year.
Yep. So that's it.
Those are good. Yeah. None of them are mine, which is good because I went a little more in the past.
Okay.
So I went with Bill Parcells because when he took over at the Jets came off a season where they won 1 game.
Okay.
So they were 1-15. His first year, they go 9-7. They just missed the playoffs. If they would have won that last game at Detroit, they would have made the playoffs. Detroit won, and that was also the game that Barry Sanders went over 2,000 yards. That last game. I got Greg Popovich
Oh yeah.
in the the 96-97 season. They had the first pick because David Robinson got hurt, so they got Tim Duncan.
They got Tim Duncan.
They
Yup.
won. They won 56 games.
In the lockout season, right?
That no, the
That was
no,
the lockout season.
no. The 97-98 year was a full season. They won 56 games. And then the next year was the lockout season and they
Okay.
won the championship.
Yeah. Good one. That's good.
I got Brad Stevens because who knew anything
Oh,
about
yeah.
Butler until he got there? And he went to back, not only Final Fours, but championship games.
You're right about that. Yeah,
Championship.
Butler, right? When he's in Butler.
When he was with Butler, he went
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
championship game back years.
Yes, sir. That's some
And
good ones, man. Some good ones.
here's one that I pulled from my rear end. What about Herb Brooks?
Don't know who Herb Brooks is, brother.
Herb Brooks was the head coach of the U.S. Olympic team that won the gold medal in 1980 when they beat the Russians. Do you believe in miracles? With Al
Okay.
Michaels calling the game when they were a bunch of
That's a hockey team.
amateurs. Yeah, dude, you never heard of the 1980
Yeah,
U.S.
you're talking about the
American
hockey, right?
the hockey team.
Yeah,
I said any sport. I
yeah.
said any sport. They
Yeah.
were a heavy underdog to the Russians, and they
Yeah.
beat them. And then they had one more game to play to win the gold, and they won that one. 1980. Herb Brooks.
That's a good one.
You want to know about that? Watch the movie Miracle.
Yep.
Kurt Russell does a great job. Great job. And my last one, I'm going with the guy who just did it, Kirk Signetti. I'm going with them. I'm going with them. They were used toilet water before you flushed.
They definitely were.
That's what they were.
They
They made the
used-
playoffs last year,
Yep.
and then they go 16-0 and win it all this year.
Yeah.
Kurt Signetti. If I'm a head coach in the NFL, I'm giving him a call.
All day long. He said he wanted to stay in Indiana.
He said, "Hey, buddy, you like 20 million a year? You like 20 million a year, like Harbaugh? You like 20 million? We'll match it. I'll give you 20 million and $1 all year."
What if he went to Buffalo?
I guess they're gonna win. Who's ever going to Buffalo is getting a very good team.
Yes, they are.
Very
yes,
good.
Yes, they
team.
are.
Maybe the best team of all the teams that were vacant.
Yeah, they're standing out. Yeah. Oh, I guess we'll get to what's next. The hires that went down.
You want to do that? We could do that.
We could. I'm missing.
We could do that. That's fine. So there's officially 4 hirings right now.
Yes.
You got Jeff Hafley to Miami. He was the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Prior to that, he was the head coach of Boston College. We got Kevin Stefanski to Atlanta. That was the guy that Matt Ryan wanted the whole time. That was his guy. We've got
bad choice.
We've got John Harbaugh to the Giants, which I predicted.
You did. You called out.
I think that's a good hire. 20 million in the bank. 20 million, $100 million contract, 5 years. Not bad at all.
Man, not bad, but man, respect.
And then Robert Saleh.
That's the only one I don't have the image of.
To the Titans.
No, with the Titans. Yeah.
To the Titans. Yep. So let's start with Jeff Hafley.
Right.
What do you think of that hire to Miami?
I don't know. His name wasn't popping out as one of the hot names in the hat. So, I mean, they went in with a defensive guy, from having an offensive guy. Last defensive guy they had didn't work out very well with Brian Flores. So you bring another guy in who is question mark at the quarterback position. He's coming into a mess.
Is he the kind of guy that you think can clean up a mess? Because he didn't in with the
No,
Jets.
I
He made
don't.
the defense better, but
No, I don't. Man, I don't see a Liam Cohen. I don't see a Ben Johnson situation in this situation. I think you're treading water. I could be wrong. I don't know the guy. Resume. I mean, I know his resume, what you just said, but far as just, oh yeah, that's a great hire. Oh yeah, that's the answer. No,
who's the
they'll probably
quarterback?
they'll be
Who's the
bad.
quarterback in Miami? It's not. It's not going to be
It ain't
Tua.
Tua. It ain't gonna be Tua. The defense, was it, bro? No.
You
I
don't
don't
like
like
it.
the hire. I don't like the hire. No,
I don't. I don't particularly like it either.
no.
What about Kevin Stefanski to
Yes,
Atlanta?
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. That is the perfect way for him. His offensive mind, with his offensive mind, with them pieces, boy, savoring at the tooth. Man, we could get around a quarterback. Hell, you ain't have a quarterback, and damn, I ain't gonna say you ain't have one in Cleveland. You had quarterbacks. You just didn't have an organization that had your back 100% and let you just call and make the decisions. I believe, you had your owner in too much. And then when you pulled the trigger on Deshaun Watson, you had to eat that whole fiasco. Then y'all draft 5 freaking quarterbacks. That fiasco. You got five on the 2 and you drafted, and you got 5 coming into the season. Fiasco. Great defense, but now you go to Atlanta, which you have a defense that got way better. They really invest in their defense.
And I think they're keeping their defensive coordinator.
Kept on the defense coordinator. It was a smart decision. So I could concentrate on his offense. I'm gonna get the best out of Kirk Cousins. Oh, I could get the best out of Kirk Cousins or Penix, whatever one is going to be. I would probably roll with Kirk Cousins, $100 million quarterback, until Penix is ready to come up, clear his injury, whatever. It'll be a true quarterback competition. I just like the pieces down there. And you coming in the weak division. So you just came out of hard division, which, we had Pittsburgh, Bengals, and Steelers.
Baltimore.
I'm sorry, and Baltimore. I apologize. Baltimore. Yeah, because it's the Browns, Baltimore, the Steelers, and the Bengals. Now you go to the South.
Weakest division.
Biggest division. Carolina might be on the come up. Who knows? They made the playoffs on the division, but who cares? I like New Orleans, but they got going on down there. I think they're coming up. They got their quarterback. And Tampa Bay, healthy. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty of opportunity for Atlanta to make that leap, especially with that head coach.
So we like the hire.
I like the hire.
John Harbaugh to the
Very,
Giants.
I like that hire. You called that one. Yes. Finally, stability in New York. You have a face. You have somebody that's going to come and bring a culture. It's been proven, been proven, right? New start, young quarterback. We're going to get the best out of him. You need that type of coach to get the best out of this quarterback. You bring your pieces back. You bring a system back. You got respect. He'll be able to build that culture, get it back to what Giants football. No, he's a great coach. So Baltimore, I think you pulled the trigger on that one. Maybe y'all need a friend. I don't know who's going to come in Baltimore. You got a small window to get this done, and I'm curious who won't be the hire because you let a good one go. But once again, you have to transition. That's just the way it goes, man. You can't keep this thing going. He's been there too long. So I'm not mad that Baltimore pulled the trigger because I think they do need to start to transition to another direction, a new culture, and somebody come in. They might go through a struggle bus a couple years till they get that guy. Who knows? You feel me? But I think that the Giants, for sure, great pickup, outstanding. You finally got it right.
Okay, so I agree. I think that obviously I agree because I've had him linked to the Giants the whole time. And Robert Saleh, or as Booger McFarland would say, Salah.
Well, I like Robert Saleh, man. I
To
like
the Titans. What do you think? What do you think that's a match though?
That's the biggest question I was pondering in my brain, man, because it reminded me of the Jets without the media pressure, because you're not in a big media market. You're not going in with all these expectations, and I think that it's just the ownership question, man, because they'll pull the trigger fast on you, man. So
They
that's the
sure
same thing
will.
we went through with the Jets. So if they got this grandiose plan for him to come in there and flip it fast, then it's not a good situation. The roster's not built for him to flip it fast. It's just not. Now they let this man come down there and establish himself because defensively we know what he could do.
Hmm.
We know what he could do. His question mark: he had to bring a good offense coordinator in to work with Ward. It's going to be able to cater up to Ward. They're going to build. It's a lot of pieces they got to bring in though. So the question is the GM going to work with him to get the team that he's going to need in order to make it a competitive winning squad? Or are we going to repeat the same crap we went through in New York? That's it. If I'm sitting at this interview with this guy, all I'm asking the GM is, hey, I know because first time he got the head coaching job in New York, it was just, it's the first time with the opportunity. Now that you've been through the opportunity, there's certain things that I'm going to come into the meeting and say, look, I can't repeat that. I need you to back me in this. This is the plan I'm trying to do. And if I could get these pieces, I could get you a winning ball club. If that conversation happened, I like his chances. If it's just, I'm going to get another opportunity to be a head coach, and I don't have the back end, and we're not seeing eye to eye with the GM, we're not on the same page. No, it's not a good situation. It's the same situation you left from in New York.
I'm not loving the connection. I'm not loving it. I think there were better situations for him. I don't know
Arizona,
if no, no, not Arizona, but maybe Cleveland,
I think they're going to
maybe
hire within,
what, like Schwartz?
but
You
they're going
think
to let
so?
Schwartz. Yeah, I think Schwartz going to get that job. He already got connection with the defense. They'll probably switch him over, get him another second chance.
That's not a bad hire. I
That
don't
high
think
right there.
that's not a
No,
bad. And a rumor right now, and it's just a rumor, and it's early, but a rumor I heard the last 2 days was Dayball back to Buffalo. That's what I
ooh,
heard.
he got a connection with, so they won't hire Joe
Josh
Brady and just let him graduate to be the head coach.
Joe Brady is going to be doing his own interviews, but he's young. Joe Brady's young.
Oh,
They just might not feel that he's head coach material yet. So
I mean, he got a
right,
connection with Josh Allen, man. They got a connection with that organization. It wouldn't be a
they
bad move, in my opinion, to bring the day ball there, man. I think that it'll be a good situation for him. I do. I think that'd be a good hire if they could bring Dable back.
it's a rumor. It's nothing official.
Oh,
So
Mike McDaniels is going to the Chargers. He's
is
their
that
OC now. Yeah, he's going to be their OC.
because he backed out of something that it looked like he was going
Philly,
to? Where?
Philly.
That's what he backed out of? I
Yeah,
didn't.
it was
I didn't,
questionable.
I didn't hear the team, but I heard that he looked like he was getting offered a OC job and he backed out of it.
Yeah, I think it was Philly. So
Hmm.
he's going to go out there in the Chargers and work. Boy, man, you got Mike McDaniels, but they had Kellen Moore,
Kellen Moore
Chargers.
was with the Chargers.
Yeah, he was before he went to
Oh
Philly.
yeah, yeah. Before he went to Philly, that's right.
Yeah, but then again, I don't think John Harbaugh was there at the time. There wasn't.
Jim,
I mean, Jim.
Jim.
Sorry, Jim
No,
was.
it was no Jim. Jim wasn't there.
So I think with Jim being there, you bring Mike McDaniel, let him run that offense. Whew. And then I get my full offensive line because there's gonna be a lot of pressure. I'm talking about next year, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on Justin Herbert. He's gonna be in the same conversation we held on Trevor Lawrence too.
Yes.
That's going to be
Yeah,
that.
you got to hold him to
You
that.
got to hold him to it. We held Trevor to
Not
it.
not not only is he 0-3 in the playoffs, those losses were like awful.
Awful.
Yeah, they had such a big lead in that first playoff game and to
Oh yeah.
blow it in the second half, and then
And the
looked
Texans.
bad and got blown out last year,
Yep.
and
And then
then
this year.
it looked overwhelmed this year.
Yep.
You can only blame everybody else for so long. You see like a Caleb Williams, he elevates
That's a fact.
people. He makes you believe. Unless we're down 50, we can do this.
It's a fact.
You don't see that from Herbert. Herbert's got all the ability in the world. He's big, strong, he's mobile, he's got a good arm, he's accurate. He hit the ground running as soon as he got his first start in the league as a rookie, but just has not, like
He's not.
in the playoffs, you have to elevate.
You
You
do.
can't stay the same. You got to elevate. Just like you elevate from regular season, preseason to regular season, then regular season to postseason. You got to elevate. You can't stay the same.
Yeah, look at
And
Jaden Daniels. That would really put him on the map. He excelled in the playoffs.
yes,
He took them to a different level. His play went to
yes,
a different level. So that showed us that he could be in this league, right? Drake May, to better or worse, he's not cost you the game. He has not blown us out with his ability, but he has not cost us the game, and his team believes in him. Caleb, like you said, believes in him. Matt Stafford, veteran, Wiley, man, going at Frigid Cold, California, all the hype, right? He shows you what he is. His games is on a different level, man, on a whole different level. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's what Herbert has to do next year.
He has to, man.
No excuses.
No
excuses.
And especially if you get your O line, you got a great OC, because he's a real good OC. I don't care what you tell me.
You got a great head coach. Got a great head coach.
Got a great head coach. No excuses. None. And I'm putting the radar on you. Justin Herbert getting that radar next year, man. Because we held it to Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence proved us wrong. He proved us wrong. He stepped up. I mean, I know that last play against Buffalo, I know he probably went in the back, but he showed us that he could be in his league and worthy of that number one pick he was.
Yes. 100%. All right, before we continue with our feature,
yes, sir.
I want to mention that Paramount Plus got that UFC deal, and they are now showing all the events. No more pay-per-view. They are off of ESPN Plus and all that stuff. So if you have Paramount Plus, that streaming service, you can watch everything that the UFC has to offer. So this Saturday, their first event, UFC 324, headlined by Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. This is the main event for the interim lightweight title. I would say Justin Gaethje is the better fighter, but he's been knocked out his last couple of fights. So, once the chin gets soft, you worry. So I'm going to say Paddy Pimblett for the upset because he has not had a war yet. Justin Gaethje has had a number of wars, and he's won a few, he's lost a few. He is the more experienced fighter by far, but he's a guy that will rock him, sock him in the middle of the ring, or octagon, I should say. And the last time he did that was against Max Holloway and got knocked out with 1 second left in the fight. 1 second left. So, but if that's your mentality, then that's how you fight. The zebra doesn't change its stripes. So I don't know. If Justin doesn't get into that kind of a war, I think he wins. But if it's full blown like a Arturo Gatti kind of fight, no, I don't like his chances because Paddy will tag him and he'll drop him and turn the lights out. So I was actually looking forward to the co-main event the most, but that got scratched, and that was Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. Okay. But Kayla Harrison got neck surgery, so she is out. Sorry. Anyway. So that is UFC 324. You can catch it on Paramount Plus this Saturday, I believe 10 p.m. Only, exclusively on Paramount Plus. Next weekend is Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not going to see it because ESPN has got a handful of the big events for
Yeah.
WWE now. So it's going to be on pay-per-view, and I don't have pay-per-view.
Oh man, shoot.
So
We'll get around it. I got you, brother. We'll get around it.
so if you could do that,
We'll get around it.
I could see it on a nice projector screen.
Yeah, that part.
That'd be cool. But we'll talk about Royal Rumble on next week's show. So, buddy, it's that time.
Is it that time, man?
It's that time
It is that
for
time.
picks and predictions for the conference championships in the National Football League. Let's go. We are down to the final four.
Final four, my bro.
2 AFC, 2 NFC. Let's get it. Crack-a-lackin'. Sunday, 3 o'clock, CBS. It's going to be the AFC first as the 14-3 New England Patriots travel to Denver to take on the 14-3 Denver Broncos. No Bo Nix in that game, so Stidham, you're up, fella. The Patriots on the road are a 5.5-point favorite. The total number is 42.5. Brother, how you see it going down?
Man, we just talked about it, man, and I know we're trying to talk ourselves into taking the home team, but I can't rock out with the backup. With a balanced New England team. Yes, I think that defense can bring some heat on Drake May. It's a big game, but I think that New England has the team to go in New Denver and get the job done. 5.5 points. I'm not confident in the backup quarterback, especially the way that defense been playing with New England. They've been really stepping up, man. Been taking it personal that they've been slept on as a defense. So for me, I'm gonna take New England. I'm taking New England, and I think New England. And I got this game to the 42 is kind of low ball, man. But I'm gonna take it over.
All right, so I agree with you with the Patriots. Stidham, there's a reason why when you get your time to shine, teams move on from you. I love Denver's defense, and if Stidham can take care of the ball and just run the offense and not play hero ball, Broncos really got a shot. They really do. But the Patriots are built to play at a place like Denver. Backup quarterback makes a couple of mistakes. They cash in. I'm with you, bruh. I got the Patriots winning and covering the 5.5, but I'm going to take the under.
Okay.
I'm going to take the under. I think it's going to be more of a defensive game. So I'll take the under on that. All right. And the other one, NFC, 6:30. Oh, gosh. Got the 12-5 Rams at the 14-3 Seahawks. Seahawks are playing so well right now.
Yeah.
But this is a rubber match. Rams almost won it the last time they were in Seattle. And I think this story for Matt Stafford might get topped off with a Super Bowl win. We both said it. We think the winner of this game wins the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Rams on the road. Matt Stafford, maybe his last season, if he can actually win the Super Bowl. 37-year-old Matt Stafford wins at Seattle. Seattle's a 2.5-point favorite. I'm going with the Rams for the win. 47.5. I was on the fence with this, but I'm going to take the under. So give me the Rams and the under.
We on the same team, different results for us over and under. I've been saying all year, in the beginning of the year, I said that my pick for this year was the Rams. The road to the Super Bowl is what it is. This for them. The road to the Super Bowl. They had to go into Carolina, which I thought was going to be their hardest game. Believe it or not, it was matchups. They pulled out a good win out there. Then they go in the frigid cold California team playing a hot, I believe I can win Chicago Bears and all that. Went to OT. A lot of things that happened. It happened. They move on to Seattle, who just played their best game against a disabled opponent. Now you have to go against your rival, who knows you, fully staffed, mind you, a quarterback who's been proven, a coach who felt he let his team down when he played Chicago, so you already know he's going to dial up some stuff. It's going to be a defensive game where jokers going to be coming at each other. I'm going to go with the better quarterback. I ain't sleeping on Donald, but I'm going with the more better quarterback, and that's Matt Stafford with Puka Nacua going crazy. Devontae Adams going crazy. You got a two-headed monster back. Then you got some tight. They got a lot of things they're going to throw at you, brother. I got the Rams. I got the over. I think it's going to be a great game again. And once again, I got the Rams playing the Patriots for a rematch. Didn't they play each other before in Super Bowl?
That was Bill Belichick's last Super Bowl.
Wasn't that the snooze one? The one that we didn't like, the defensive one? Wasn't that that the defensive one we didn't like?
It was low scoring.
Yeah. It was like 10 to like ill.
That was
never you see that again.
I missed the first half of that game.
It was that boring.
I was moving. My wife was pregnant, and I was moving into the house that we got now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We moved that weekend, and I missed the first half of the game because I remember the last stuff I was moving in was the washer and dryer and hooking it up from the last house, and it was me and one other guy. Yep.
I didn't know you then. I would have helped you.
Yep. We didn't know each other, but we do now.
All
right. So we both agree on the teams. We both got the Patriots. We both got the Rams, but we differ on both games. I got the under on both. You got the over on both.
Yes, sir.
So it should be nice. And the winners will be playing each other in 2 weeks after that. So
yeah, man.
Should be nice.
Come on.
Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
Oh man, thank you once again, man, for supporting us, commenting, liking. I love the comments, man. You know, every week we get up here and give y'all our opinions. And, you know, it's our opinion, man. I love when y'all give us back the opinions. Shout out to my Miami Hurricanes for having a heck of a season. Indiana was a better team, man. And I'm happy for them, happy for their coach. Mendoza deserves to be the number one pick. So it's been good, bro. I can't wait to this week. Yeah, I can't wait to Sunday, brother. I can't wait.
It's gonna be a good one. And like how you said thank you to your Hurricanes, I want to say thank you to my Chicago Bears. This was a fun season. I think they maximized what they were. Next season should be great too, but I'm going to enjoy the wins this year, and I'll think about next year. Got a whole off season, got the draft, got free agency before that. So it's going to be bananas, and we're here to talk about it. Believe that. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. You can catch us next Tuesday right around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're here to talk about the games and what's ever going on entertainment-wise, and maybe even bring up UFC 324 since it's debuting this Saturday on Paramount Plus. So, for my main man, Larry Loper, I'm Gilly Rosari. Keep the comments coming. Remember to hit like, subscribe, tell a friend. Watch the games. Stay healthy. It's going to be cold out there if you're on the East Coast. Deuces, y'all. Be careful.
Bye.